Good afternoon, everybody. Live from Campo Pavilion. It is a beautiful Sunday in stores, and it's a special exhibition as it is our chance to meet the 2021-22 UConn Huskies with fans in the building for the first time in 624 days. It's a new season as the UConn Huskies take the floor in front of the home crowd for the first time in 2 years. Alongside Meg Como, back for another year, calling UConn Huskies basketball. I'm Randy Brochu. Thrilled to be with you today. And Meg, it's an opportunity now for this UConn Huskies team to play in front of the UConn Huskies fans. What an exciting day for them. It's an exhibition, but Gino Auriemma has been saying it all week. It's a really special exhibition if there ever was one.
Well, it is, because they're finally going to get to play in front of this great home crowd. But also think about this, Randy. They've been practicing for so long, they're just ready to play a game, like a real game, officials. It's not that practice, where he's killing them every day. They're going to get to play against another team. It's a Division II team. It's an exhibition, but you can feel the energy in the crowd already.
They have risen, and, man, there is not too many seats available here as we tip off. And on the fast break, just like that, it's Kristen Williams laying it in 2 seconds into the exhibition against Fort Hays State, the Tigers, a Division II team and a powerhouse in D2. Jalen Hobbs, one of their top players, kicks it over to the right wing for a three by Olivia Hollenbeck. She averages 9 points a game. Her three misses. And UConn feeds Olivia Nelson-Adota in the block to her left hand for the lay-in.
What great recognition by Nelson Adota. You cannot guard her one-on-one in that low post. Terrific patience, great move.
She averaged 12 points a game last year. The senior forward from Winder, Georgia. Fort Hays State has won 20 games for 10 straight years. This is a great opportunity for them to test themselves against the best. They turn it over.
Yeah, great steal. Down low by Aaliyah Edwards, just stepping around using quick footwork, good hands.
Paige Beckers gets her first touch. The handoff to Avina Westbrook. Step back three is in and out.
Look who's right there, attacking the glass always. This sophomore Aaliyah Edwards, she's relentless.
The 6th woman of the year last year and the Big East All-Freshman selection. Averaged 10.7 points a game last year and really came on as the season went. Great presence on the glass. Corner three is going to be short for Lauren West, a sophomore from Omaha, Nebraska, and a transfer. Here's Beckers. Blowing by everybody to the cup for two.
What terrific patience by Becker. She caught the ball, slowed down enough that she didn't travel. The defense respects her so much that they came out and she blew right by him.
And a chance for Paige Beckers, for obviously a fan base that she became a star for very quickly. Not just this fan base, but all throughout college basketball. A chance to play in front of them today. And for all she did last year, this is still a first for her.
I would expect some nerves by some of these UConn players.
Wide open. She knocks it down.
Not her.
Nope. She's going to nail that one all day. Open on the right wing.
All day long.
The AP Player of the Year, the Wooden Award winner, the Naismith Trophy winner.
She got them all.
That three from the wing goes back iron by Jaden Hobbs, who is an honorable mention All-American in the WBCA, first team All-MIAA. There's Edwards again, underneath for two more.
Showing her versatility up and under using the left hand.
Whitney Randall. She's out of Alva, Oklahoma, a third team All-American selection. Turned over, there's Edwards again on the fast break.
Notice how she came over to use the right hand. Didn't want to make that left-handed layup.
A quick 13-0 lead for UConn, and Fort Hays calls it timeout. Tony Hobson's in his 14th season as the head coach of Fort Hays. 655 wins and a four-time MIAA Coach of the Year.
Yeah, he's the winningest coach in school history, and you indicated it earlier. They are a powerhouse in Division II, have been in the top 10 for years. they rank in the top 10 in 7 different categories from last year. They're just fundamentally sound. They share the basketball. They shoot well. They play good defense. He's an exceptional coach.
And this is the second time they come to Stores. They were here in 2017.
They were. There's a big UConn person, Peter Worth, who is a graduate of Fort Hays State. And if you notice, the Worth family building, that the new basketball practice facility, it's named after Peter. He's hugely involved in UConn, and he went to Fort Hays State, and he's been talking about it, and he made it happen. And it's terrific for them. They got here, I believe, on Friday, so they're taking it in, making the most of the opportunity, and it's a thrill for this Division II team to be playing against the number 1 team, or at least number 2 team, but one of the best programs in the country in the UConn Huskies.
And, of course, this program has delivered, and this goes without saying, so many great players. And I think that's one of the exciting things about today, too, is that the next great UConn Huskies get to be introduced to the crowd today. And we're really excited to see, especially Azzi Fudd. Of course, it's well documented, best friends with Paige Beckers and all they did together at USA Basketball. And she's the number 1 recruit coming here. Looking forward to seeing her get on the floor at some point today.
Absolutely. But you also have to remember, Randy, she is still a freshman,
right,
wanting to play her first college exhibition game, and she's as nervous as the rest of them. But her work ethic and her talent will stand out.
Part of the number 2 recruiting class in women's college basketball, along with Caroline Ducharme, who is the number 5 recruit, a Milton, Massachusetts native. We should see her. Katie Wagner inbounding the ball. This is Kate Dilsaver. Pressure in the backcourt by Westbrook. They go underneath for Wagner. We're really looking forward to watching Westbrook this year, too. The redshirt senior chose to return instead of enter the WNBA draft, and says she's got some unfinished business this year.
Yeah, she came here to win a championship. Came a little short last year as the Huskies lost in the semifinals to Arizona.
Megan Ernie in the game, and a turnover by Fort Hays.
Yeah, UConn's defensive pressure, you talk a lot about their offense and the different star players that they've had, but they've always been an outstanding half-court defensive team. They make it difficult for teams to run offense.
They hand off to Westbrook for 3. She nails it. The team mom knocks down the 3. She is definitely one of the leaders on a pretty young team returning for Gino Auriemma. 16-0 Huskies. Ernie straightaway 3. Too strong, and Nelson Adota grabs the board. UConn running the floor. Kristen Williams gets fouled.
Nice aggressive take to the basket by Williams. I've been impressed, too, on the other end. UConn boxing out well, been dominating the defensive boards.
She came on so strong in the postseason. Obviously, it was, of course, a disappointing loss to Arizona, but she scored 20 and was particularly good in the Big East tournament and all the way to the Final Four.
Yeah, starting with that Big East tournament, going through the NCAAs, she really turned a corner, and she became so much more consistent. And every player that comes to this program, the great ones, they have like a turning point. And I would say that was it for Chris, and I expect spectacular things for her this year.
Nelson Adota jumping the lane, nearly stole it. We're 4 minutes into this exhibition that introduces UConn to a Gamble crowd for the first time again in almost 2 years. Jaden Hobbs takes a wing 3. Paige Beckers boxing out the one-hand grab.
How about that one-handed rebound? But Jaden Hobbs, it's difficult for her to get a shot off. She looks a little rushed.
Nelson Adota finds Beckers. She elects to pass it on the backdoor cut. Out for a jump shot by Edwards that goes front rim.
And so when you hear Gino off and on over the course of the last year wants her to shoot more, he wants Beckers to shoot more. That's an exact example of where she should have shot the ball.
Hobbs gives it up, stolen by Avina Westbrook. Westbrook, who became a 1,000-point scorer late last year.
That was a great flash there from Nelson Adota. Her player went to double Edwards down low.
She misses the long-range jump shot from inside the arc. She shot 55% from the floor last year, but really trying to up her range this year. That's from range. Kate Dilsaver, the freshman guard from Lincoln, Nebraska, knocks it down. First points of the day for Fort Hays. Kristen Williams gets 2 back. 19-3 Huskies. Wagner getting fouled underneath as Edwards slid down low and commits the foul.
Yeah, came over just a little too late.
Now AZ Fudd checks in, as does Dorka Juhas. We will get to see 2 of the exciting new Huskies. AZ Fudd, #1 recruit, preseason Big East Freshman of the Year. And Dorka Juhas, a 2-time All-Big Ten first-team selection out of Ohio State, who's going to give UConn some great depth down low.
Yeah, and she can really shoot the ball from mid-range, long range. Offers them a different dynamic from that low post position.
Yeah, she hit almost 40% 2 years ago from behind the arc. Held to about 20%. She cooled off from range last year, but for her career at 6'5" and a forward, shooting at about 30% in her time at Ohio State from behind the arc. Williams draws a double, the kick out. Westbrook, a 3.
Really good spacing, I thought, that time. That was good defense by Fort Hays State. Took a bunch of things away, but UConn stayed patient.
Other than Paige Becker's, three-point shooting was troublesome at times for UConn last year, so that's something to watch early on. Juhas from the wing goes too strong.
Nice box out by Wagner to come down with that defensive board.
Dilsaver dumps it underneath. Jessica Salick couldn't get it to go, and Dorka Juhas pokes the rebound to Avina Westbrook. Becker's going to work. Into the lane, to the left hand, and the runner wouldn't fall.
Came up a little short. She looked at the official like, what, I didn't get fouled?
Hobbs the kick, Ernie the 3. No good. Juhas grabs the rebound. UConn looking to go. There it is. Becker's to Fudd. The kick out. No look Williams. Juhas 3. Good.
Terrific extra pass there from Kristen Williams to Dorka Juhas. Nice to get her first UConn points from a 3 at the top of the key.
Juhas knocks it down. Williams made the good pass. But again, it's that connection between Beckers and Fudd that led to those open couple of looks too. And those two, more than just best friends, they have great on-court chemistry, of course, in the backcourt. And we're going to be treated to that for the next 3 years.
It'd be a lot of fun to watch these two play for sure.
Nika Mule checks in for UConn, as does Caroline Ducharme. And the hand is for Mule, who became a fan favorite with her hard-nosed defense. Gina Oriema crediting her to giving the team a real edge when she entered the starting lineup last year.
She is so tough and gritty. Love watching her play.
Caroline Ducharme from Milton, Massachusetts. Grew up here in New England, the number 5 recruit.
Great steal.
There's Mule. Oh, and she gets fouled after the basket. And 1 for Nika Mule.
Showing some quick hands defensively.
The foul is on Whitney Randall.
Second on the team.
Nice quick hands in the finish.
Nika Mule, 1 free throw.
Well, she missed the free throw. Can't take advantage of the and 1. Going for the steal. Nika Mule couldn't quite come up with it. Dilsaver gives it up. Beckers picked her pocket. Beckers running the floor. She hits Ducharme. Juhas, beautiful drop step to the left hand. Basket and the foul. That's going to be tough to defend.
Well, she just took such a big step with that right foot to get around the defender, nicely use the left hand. If you can step by your defender and use your strength, there's no way you can stop it. She'll get a lot of these three-point play potential opportunities all season long.
She's a graduate senior, but she has 2 years of eligibility. The rebound off the miss by Juhas from the free throw line.
In that case, she got triple teamed, and Nika Mule was open in the corner. She's got to learn there, catch the ball, and then kick it out. You already notice so many substitutions. Last year, they didn't have this depth. You're going to see fresh bodies come in all the time this season. Nika Mule's going over to the bench. I think she had an earring or something in her ear. She had it taped. I saw her put the tape in her sock. It must be a new earring or something, and you're not allowed to take it out. What was it, the first 8 weeks or something? Well, you shouldn't have a new earring.
Right to the baseline for the quick throw-in to Ducharme, who gets blocked. Look out. That pass actually caught Salick in the face, but she maintains the possession.
Impressive.
That'll wake you up.
Make your eyes tear, that's for sure.
Salick heaves one from deep, short, and Juhas has the rebound. Ducharme, Fudd, Nelson Adota picked up her dribble, so she's got to finish.
You see that patience, though? She stopped and paused, waited for the defense to commit, and went by.
Of course, such great length and using the length and the patience as a combo. 31 for UConn. Ruddle steps back from deep, in and out. And the Huskies crash the glass hard, both Ducharme and Juhas. And we've got a foul on the Tigers. Lauren West whistled. A lot to like what you saw from Dorka Juhas, who actually has some experience playing here in front of a crowd. She's got something that a lot of her teammates don't. She played in front of a packed house for Ohio State a few years ago to begin her career.
Be nice to play here, though, and actually have this crowd cheer for her.
Right.
Unlike the last time.
Ducharme underneath to Edwards. Good cut and the finish.
A good pass by Ducharme. I like the movement offensively for UConn, too. All 5 white jerseys on the move.
I like the comparisons we've heard about Ducharme to Carla Berube as a silent assassin, but somebody who could really dish it as well and make everybody around her better.
Yeah, Carla was a tremendous player here and was sneaky, which is how they've described Ducharme. It just quietly gets things done. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Comes from a real athletic family, no surprise. Both of her parents were student athletes at Williams. Her sister Ashley plays basketball at Brown. And her brother Reed's a rising star in high school hoops in Massachusetts.
I don't know if you could hear Gino. He said, "What the heck was that?" I paraphrased a little bit there.
That's not a direct quote, right?
Wanted to make it good for air. That's a walk.
Field travels. 24 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Dilsaver can save for the last shot. Hollenbrook falls down but maintains the possession. Dilsaver gets blocked by Ducharme. More than just a shooting guard. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. The no look. Underneath, Edwards. Yeah, with 2.6 seconds on the clock, UConn can run a play.
We've heard so much about Ducharme's shooting ability and scoring ability. I've been impressed with her passing here early.
Nelson Adota the handoff, and looks like a moving screen whistled against Nelson Adota.
And as the season wears on, a foul like that, now in this exhibition game, will be inconsequential. But those are the fouls that can be sneaky and catch up on you later and get you into trouble if you're not careful.
She got it off. Oh, Oh, Jaden Hobbs. She smiled Riley. Did you see that? She let it roll, smirked, picked it up. Why not? And she goes back rim. Pretty impressive.
Love it. I wish it would have gone in for her.
Kind of. All right. Well, that's the first quarter here in this exhibition, and UConn looks like UConn. They're up 33-4 on Fort Hays. A lot to like from the opening 10 minutes. Back with the second quarter next. Back here at Campbell, 1 quarter in the books in this exhibition between UConn and Fort Hays State. And UConn scored in the first couple of seconds. They open up a 33-4 lead. Good ball movement, a lot of substitutions, and we get to see the depth early in the first 10 minutes for UConn.
Yeah, it's impressive to see who has played the way they have played. I mean, they're never going to get tired. The minute someone gets winded, there's someone else on the bench to come in.
So they have depth, and again, relatively young, very freshman and sophomore oriented, but of course they have the great experience. Even if it's a negative experience in the Final Four last year, that's experience nonetheless. So between, as this is laid in underneath by Hollenbeck, good ball movement there by Fort Hays State. Between that experience and depth, This is a different looking team this year.
No doubt about it. And think about it. We learn through life through our mistakes. And you don't see that kid mistake a lot when she shoots the ball. Lazy Fudd. Gino said she hasn't missed a shot yet.
Beckers to Fudd, we got to see it. And, of course, AZ Fudd is well documented about that great jump shot. Our first time we really get to see that three. It looked as good as advertised.
It's just pure form. It's beautiful to watch.
No less of an authority than Steph Curry.
Yeah, when you're getting praise from Steph Curry.
Whitney Randall for three. That's a beautiful stroke for Whitney Randall, who averaged 15 points a game last year for the Tigers.
Foul on number 4.
There's going to be a foul whistle here on Fort Hays State. That's Dilsaver.
I mean, that's the problem when you're trying to guard Fudd. You have to get out on her because she'll hurt you with the long-range shot, but then she can dribble penetrate. That's what drew that foul.
The two highly recruited freshmen on the floor. Fudd and Ducharme with Williams, Edwards, and Beckers. There she is again. Fudd from the left side this time, and she nails it. Beckers to Fudd, Paige and AZ, they sound like a duo.
Yeah, we're only seeing the beginning of it. Beckers loves to distribute the ball. As great a scorer as she is, she loves to pass. Very unselfish.
I'm talking about that comparison that Steph Curry made for the pure jump shot of AZ Fudd. He likened it to Ray Allen's. Not bad.
Not bad at all. There, a foul called on Aaliyah Edwards.
Aaliyah Edwards. Second personal, first on the team.
So she'll be done for the rest of this first half. That's her second foul.
Enter Olivia Nelson-Adota. Lauren West. There's Randall. She draws Fudd. Into the block for the turnaround. Jump shot. Nicely done by Katie Wagner.
That was just a great catch by Wagner. Then turn, square up. Nice finish.
They triple Nelson-Adota. And she finds Paige Beckers on the backdoor cut.
Well, yeah,
anyways.
great cut by Beckers, but the dribble step out there by Nelson-Adota created that space.
Lauren West pulls up for three. Beckers grabs the rebound. Up the floor to Williams. Beautiful pass on the fast break for the left-hand finger roll.
I mean, how beautiful was that? Williams didn't even have to dribble. A gorgeous fast break.
And now a steal by Beckers. Yeah, she hit her right over the shoulder. Now the no-look pass to Williams. Back to Beckers. Great ball movement. Straightaway three this time for Fudd. She's playing horse. She's hit one from the right wing, the left wing, and now from dead on. 46-11 Connecticut. Wagner takes a three. Ducharme the rebound. Beckers goes across the court. Williams the no-look. Fudd to Beckers. Ducharme wants in on things. The rebound for Lauren West. It didn't fall for Ducharme, but that's a good-looking jump shot, too.
Absolutely. Great stroke as well. A foul on Nelson-Adota, a little too aggressive out there. Top of the key.
Mule Westbrook and Uhas all back in. So Fudd with three three-pointers here in the first half. A perfect 3 for 3 for 9 points in 8 minutes. And that jump shot is good for Katie Wagner. Wagner up to 5 points. Uhas working it down low to Nelson-Adota. I was wondering if we were going to see this. Uhas and Nelson-Adota on the floor. Gino going big. And what a matchup problem that's going to be.
Absolutely, because both of them can shoot from a long range. Now, Uhas is a little bit more established as a long-range shooter, but Nelson-Adota's been working hard on it. Doesn't quite have the confidence as you saw right there.
Kristen Williams takes off. The scoop. No good. Uhas cleans it up, puts it back. Seven points for Uhas, 3 of 5 from the floor. 48-13 UConn. Jaden Hobbs from deep. Williams grabs the rebound. Nelson-Adota feeds it inside for that drop, step, and bucket for Dorka Uhas.
See, the problem is teams against UConn, this is what traditionally happens. They come up and they jack up the first open three that they have, and they rush it because it's so hard to complete a pass against UConn. And then defensively, UConn just runs it right down their throats.
And again, for Fort Hays State's purposes, they're trying to win a Division II national championship. And the faster you can play and the more opportunities you get to play against that kind of speed, it should make them better for their
this will
ultimate goal.
Absolutely help them, as Kristen Williams was just called for what I thought was a little ticky-tack touch foul. But, yeah, this is a great – Fort Hays State will never see any competition like this on their schedule. It's great that they're open to come out here and play UConn.
Definitely a nice program. 12-time conference champions and been to the D2 NCAA tournament 6 of the last 7 years. Wheel for Westbrook for Nelson Adota. And it's a travel on Olivia Nelson Adota. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll break as well with 4:54 to go in the second. Here in the exhibition against Fort Hays State, it's UConn up 50-13 on the Tigers. (50-13), UConn leads Fort Hays State as we welcome you back to Gamble Pavilion, the sights and sounds of UConn's home here on campus, where Connecticut is 306-8 since the 93-94 season.
That's ridiculous. Well, listen, they're shooting 64% so far in this first half. That's how you win that many games. You know, you are very efficient with the basketball.
They are 7 for 9 from downtown, too, and I think that's a point we were going to keep an eye on. Jaden Hobbs, speaking of threes, nails it from the wing. Hobbs can shoot it.
She's a terrific shooter, and it distributes the ball well, in addition to being a great three-point shooter.
Nelson Adota misses from range. Juhas back to that left. That left side makes her really
terrific
dangerous.
Spin. I mean, she read the defense so well. Nice, hard, tight spin over her right shoulder and finished nicely.
Nelson Adota getting out on D. Skip pass. And another three for Jaden Hobbs, back-to-back threes.
And Katie Wagner set an outstanding screen to free her up out on that wing.
Jaden Hobbs averaged 14.4 points a game last year. There's Nelson Adota on the left block for two.
You know, there were two jerseys on her. but they can't guard her. I mean, look at that. There's two of them there, but look, they're way smaller than she is. Nice patience, smooth delivery.
Ernie wanted a three, and she got blocked by Juhas. It stays with the Tigers. Nice bounce pass underneath by Wagner against the double team to slip it in there, and that leads to a foul.
It's Westbrook's second foul, and she had her arms up, and she looked at the official like, what are you talking about? I was just standing here.
Juhas to the bench. Westbrook with her second foul, and really excited to see what she does this year. We talked about it early on, the unfinished business, and she's kind of come through the 2 knee surgeries, sitting out for the NCAA transfer rules when she came from Tennessee, and back for another year, maybe an opportunity to not only win a national championship, but raise her stock for the WNBA draft.
Absolutely. I mean, she's a great kid, a hard worker, will do anything for the team. You like to see kids like that get rewarded.
Nelson Adota slips the pass into a triple team. Edwards the kick out. Mule the extra look. And there is Avita Westbrook for a wing three.
And the inside-out combination, difficult to defend.
57-21 UConn. Sharp ball movement here for Fort Hays.
If you notice, they keep running offense. I mean, they're a well-coached team, fundamentally sound.
Katie Wagner takes a corner three. Mule saved it, only to give Fort Hays another three. Ernie missed. Edwards the rebound. Mule up the floor to Williams. Drawing some contact.
That will be a blocking call. And you see, you know that Williams wants to go to her left hand. Force her right. But the defender was moving. Her feet were still moving. She went down, tried to sell it. Just didn't work.
Williams shooting 2.
2 shots for Williams, and that's an important part of her game. She was 72% from the free throw line for her career. Emma Ruddle, it wouldn't fall for her, but on the offensive rebound, untouched, Carly Thompson puts
Williams
it back.
fell. I couldn't tell how or why she fell, but that's why Ruddle was so open.
Westbrook crossing over. Great look underneath. She drew 2 and found Edwards for the open layup.
And it almost looked like a busted play. Nice recovery. Look at that. Edwards cuts right through. And the nice find by the redshirt senior.
Williams grabs the rebound off the Wagner miss for 3. Williams pulls up and misses. Edwards. Good work.
Yeah,
but she
Wagner
got boxed
had
out.
inside position, but wasn't boxing out quite enough. They still came up with the ball, though. You box out, that's a foul on Edwards.
1:30 to go in the first half as Beckers checks back in for Mule.
Number 5, Paige Beckers. For number 10, Nika Mule.
Wagner off the baseline throw-in and off the ball. Looks like they're going to whistle Nelson Adota.
UConn foul number 20, Olivia Nelson Adota.
Yeah, a little bit too much pushing on the back there in that low post.
And again, today is so much about learning things about this team. Nelson Adota maybe getting a little physical down low. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not. But what is bad is that was her third foul.
That is. That is.
That's where you have to, and you're a senior, you have to recognize that you've got 2 fouls right now. It's the second quarter. You don't want to get your third. You're lucky that you're in the game because oftentimes when you have 2 fouls, you're going to sit. Well, she'll be sitting out for the rest of the first half. They have such depth right now, though. I don't think it's that much of a problem today.
Behind the screen, the 3 is way off for Kristen Williams. Wagner handing it off for Ruddle. Becker's going for the steal. She's got it. Page is off to the races. And a travel whistled against Paige Beckers.
She did travel. She picked up her dribble a little too soon, and she's laughing about it. But she did walk. That was a good call. She knows it.
1 minute.
Final minute of the first half. Here in this exhibition opener for UConn, getting ready for Arkansas when the games begin to count next weekend and the college basketball season begins for real. A little up and under move by Wagner, and she draws a foul.
And Wagner was laughing because she lost her balance, even though, as you said, it was a nice up and under move, but she also drew the third foul on Aaliyah Edwards. So all this depth is, it's interesting. Now 2 of UConn's post players are on the bench with 3 fouls.
Opportunity for Ducharme maybe to see some more minutes than expected.
And lucky for UConn in this exhibition, their opponents are obviously a Division II team, but also on the undersized side of things. Don't have a ton of post players that will pose a challenge.
Sub for the Tigers, number 4.
The Tigers bring Dill Saber back in.
For number 24, Emma.
46 seconds to go here in the second quarter. UConn up 60-25 on Fort Hays. Let's see what the Huskies have here for the final 40 seconds. Paige Beckers gets the screen, steps back for a long 2, and misses. Williams crashes the glass and puts it back. She boxed out Dorka Juhas, her own teammate, to grab that rebound. You like to see selfish play on the offensive glass.
Absolutely.
Shot clock off. And the jump shot misses from the block by Wagner. 7 seconds. Paige Beckers with the ball in her hands. Gets the screen. Beckers slings it. Ducharme a 3. And an air ball. We hit the half. UConn putting 62 points on the board in the first half. And Gino Auriemma and the staff has something to kind of assess now. He said he wanted to learn a lot about his team and some game action in front of a crowd. There's some things we saw. You like the three-point shooting. The fouls were a little bit of a problem, but overall a lot of things to see and learn.
Well, and you know him well enough that you know he's not going to be really thrilled about a lot that happened. But I thought it was a solid first 20 minutes. First time playing in front of a crowd. There was far more good than bad.
62-25, UConn has the lead on Fort Hays here at the half. We'll break for halftime. Come on back here for the second here in this exhibition. This first opportunity to see the UConn Huskies here at Gamble Pavilion on this beautiful Sunday in store. Back at Campbell as we get you ready for the second half. UConn up 62-25 on Fort Hays. With Meg Como, I'm Randy Brochu. Glad to be with you this afternoon in stores for the return of college basketball to Campbell. And Gino Auriemma and the Huskies with a lot to like from the first half, especially the three-point shooting. And Dorka Juhas leading the way with 11 points on 5 of 7 from the floor.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good all-around effort. Terrific way to get started. I know Gino won't be thrilled about 2 for 6 from the free throw line. But, you know, a lot of bodies got in there. I think they did a lot of good things. Terrific defense.
Kristen Williams had 10 points for UConn as we take a look at the highlights from the first half.
Terrific defense. I mean, Aaliyah Edwards showing her range, picking the pocket and finishing on the break. And Westbrook, the redshirt senior, off the nice screen there. Nika Mule finishing. Edwards, I thought, was a nice dominant presence inside before she got those 3 fouls. The inside-outside combination, the passing was terrific. And AZ Fudd showed what all the hype was about. 3 for 3 from long range. Juhas showing her versatility and strength in the lane. Unselfish pass from Westbrook. We saw a little bit of everything that first 20 minutes.
Yeah, the outside shooting in particular really strong. 8 of 12 from downtown for almost 67%. Fudd a perfect 3 for 3 from every spot on the floor. The right wing, the left wing, and then straight away.
Well, you know, they had terrific spacing. They know where they need to be. I thought they moved really well without the ball. They found the open player. You know, it helps when your best player in Paige Beckers is remarkably unselfish for the tremendous scorer that she is. So when you have the best player being that unselfish, that's something that just bleeds through the rest of the team. And it's a great group of kids, and they get along really well.
And as you mentioned, though, there are things that you have to work on. 2 for 6 from the free throw line. Gino's going to be critical because he wants to get them ready for next week, and obviously, of course, the ultimate goal.
Well, yeah, but that's who he is.
That's how you win 11 national championships and get to 13 consecutive Final Fours. Williams underneath. Nelson Adota couldn't finish. Edwards cleans up the offensive glass and has the putback. And these first fans here in 2 years can take their seats now as the first points have been scored in the second half.
Big relief.
One of the great traditions here at UConn basketball. The straightaway 3, no good for West. Beckers up the floor. No look to Edwards. Beautiful dish. Couldn't finish. She fights for the offensive rebound, but ultimately boxed out by West.
8,000 fans expected here today. Beckers on the steal.
The bounce pass, cross court in stride. Hitting Avina Westbrook, who will go to the line.
It was fun to watch Beckers make that pass because when she stole it and began to dribble up, she knew she was going to thread that needle to Westbrook running up the floor. Pretty play.
Westbrook, we mentioned it in the first half, known as the team mom, is kind of known for giving gifts to her teammates. And that time Beckers said, here's one for you, Ma.
Exactly.
A bounce pass cross court. Let's get you to the line. Westbrook averaging almost 11 points a game for her career. And she goes 1 for 2 from the line. UConn now 3 of 8 from the free throw line. Nelson Adota might have gotten a piece of that. Great shot blocker. 8th all-time at UConn coming into this season with 207 blocks.
Well, if she didn't get a piece of it, which I think she might have, she definitely altered it. There's some long arms coming at you.
Well, that's the thing. 207 blocks is what she knocks down, but how many shots, like you say, does she change? Beckers with a 3 that's off the money.
Terrific rebound by Salick, keeping Nelson Adota on her back. Fort Hays State so purposeful in the way they run their offense.
Salick the hand, Randall a three. No good, and it goes out of bounds.
Good hustle by Wagner, almost ran into the fans sitting courtside.
That's part of the experience when you pay for those seats. You may really meet a player. Edwards, beautiful look on the pick and roll with Williams, who finishes.
What a beautiful pass, outstanding cut, and nice catch by Williams as well.
Seen a couple of those passes go right over the shoulder. I'm thinking of the one that Paige Beckers had to Williams on the fast break. Beckers with a block that time. The turnaround hook shot is good by Wagner. You know, one thing that's been impressive about Fort Hays, they've never been up against the shot clock. They're getting good looks, with decent time on the shot clock.
Well, they execute their offense, even against UConn, where it's difficult to run your offense because they make it so hard to complete a pass and run your cuts. But watch the way they play defense. They're always in position. They may get beat by a quicker, stronger player. As you see there, nice pass from Beckers to Edwards.
Another terrific dish. Just flipped right over a double team, right into the hands of her recipient, like a quarterback here on this Sunday afternoon. She goes for the steal, and she's got it. What's she going to do here? It's
well,
a pass.
You knew she would give it up. Of course she would.
Kristen Williams with two more. Williams now with 14 to lead the Huskies here in this exhibition. To the right block, the pass goes to Jessie Salick, and a good strong move to get over the defense and lay it in. Well, Nelson Adota going to show a little range, and it rattles in.
That's where she is really most comfortable. Getting that ball out about 15 feet. Look for her to take that shot a lot this year.
West hits Hobbs. Beckers, the help D. And then Westbrook goes for the foul, or for the block, but commits the foul on Wagner. And Katie Wagner will shoot two.
Nice execution offensively for Fort Hays State. Getting themselves to the free throw line.
Four substitutions for UConn. Ducharme, Fudd, Uhas, and Mule. Katie Wagner misses the first free throw. Out of Maisie, Kansas. A lot of this roster for Fort Hays State comes from the Midwest. Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Iowa all represented down this roster. Dorka Uhas from inside the arc. Nice shot.
That's the dimension that she will bring to this team that they really haven't had. This consistent 17, 18, 19-foot shooter that will really open up the inside.
We saw her on the floor with Nelson Adota earlier. It's Beckers with a rejection on the drive by Ernie.
Beckers doesn't get it, we joked about it at times last season, doesn't get a ton of credit for her defense. She knows where the ball is. She's a good on-the-ball defender, but a good team defender as well.
Fudd going for the rebound, but she got boxed out by Ernie, who finds Wagner for the lay-in. Uhas running the offense to Beckers. Baseline kick, Fudd, corner three. She's human after all. Mule the rebound. That's her first miss. They give it back to her. Beckers and Fudd out there together with Ducharme. And Ducharme's pass is stolen. She was looking for Mule cutting. Jada Hobbs comes away with it. Hobbs coming back for a second senior season for Fort Hays State. The elbow jumper for Wagner is short. An offensive rebound. Ducharme commits the foul after Olivia Hollenbeck grabbed it.
They're going to give that to Beckers.
Foul charge to number 5.
Oh, wow.
Beckers.
Well,
that's a good response. Wow.
She's been fouling more, Gino says. She thinks that's Mule's influence on Beckers, and he didn't exactly dislike it either. We'll have a timeout here with 4:08 to go in the third. 75-32. UConn leads Fort Hays State in this afternoon's exhibition to begin the 21-22 college basketball season. Back here at Campbell, UConn up 75-32 on Fort Hays State. We're in the third quarter with 4:08 to go. It's the one exhibition for UConn before the games count beginning next weekend. And it's a tough opponent right off the rip for UConn as they take on Arkansas, a game that can be seen on SNY next weekend at 1 o'clock.
It's always fun to play a team that beat you last year.
Right. Talking about unfinished business. Beckers to Mule to Uhas. There's Page. Open wing for three. No good, and Ducharme crashing the glass. We heard so much about her ability to shoot it, but it looks like she can do a little bit of everything. That was a nice job underneath.
She slashes to the basket. She can penetrate with the ball and get in there. She crashes the offensive glass. She does a lot of things really well.
Beckers goes to the bench, and Mir McLean sees her first minutes, a sophomore from Baltimore who averaged 2.8 points a game last year. Shows a lot of promise, Gino says, as a rebounder and a defender, and also getting to the line.
Yeah, because she slashes, gets to the rim so quickly.
Ducharme with a block. Mule to Fudd to Uhas underneath. Tic-tac-toe, beautiful.
That was a really smart play by Uhas, too. The defense isn't really settled yet. But how about that? Defensively, Ducharme with a nice long arm, outstretched hand, blocked the shot.
Mule is all over Ernie. That's what she does, nearly forcing a turnover, but Dilsaver picks it up and hoists it to the bench. Deflected by a UConn hand.
Another long, outstretched arm of Ducharme.
Ducharme stands 6'2", and has very much impressed in the preseason, showing more comfort and improved physicality and decision-making. Got to get one off, and it goes down, but it doesn't count. Wagner did not beat the shot clock. It does not count with 2:51 to go in the third. Back to UConn.
The band kind of threw them off as they were counting down, and they were a few seconds off to purposely throw Fort Hays State off.
I mean, Fort Hays State's got to be saying, come on, we're coming in to play UConn. Got 8,000. Do we really need the band also messing with us?
But, you know, from the home team's perspective, well done, band.
Yep. A point to the pep band. Good, tough rebound there for Katie Wagner. She's been impressive.
She's involved on both ends of the floor. Very impressive.
Ernie a three. No good. Ducharme getting in there, getting gritty again with a defensive rebound. Up the floor to Mule. She gets pummeled. No call against Ernie.
And she was a little bit out of control herself. Mir McLean just got knocked down by Ernie.
Well, credit Fort Hays State.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to play tough all the way to the end. Here, 77-34 UConn, and Uhas actually gets called for the foul.
Reporting in for the Tigers, number 32, Whitney.
Here's Whitney Randall. Randall played against UConn in that trip for Fort Hays State here back in 2017.
Yeah, how about that? It was her first time she wore her uniform in a college game, and you're playing here. It was at the XL Center.
She had 4 points in that one.
Not bad, 15 minutes off the bench.
Well, she averaged 15 points last year, 30 minutes a game. She played a first-team All-MIAA selection. And a cool way for her to kind of bookend her career, beginning it against UConn at the XL Center and here in her senior season playing at Campbell Pavilion. Ducharme inside, unable to finish. Yeah. Another good look from Dorka
Terrific
Uhas.
cut, yeah. Uhas is a nice passer.
That's a three for Whitney Randall. She recorded her 1,000th point in the MIAA quarterfinal against Missouri Southern last year. And she nails that three-pointer. Uhas looking for the answer. The air ball. Dilsaver gave it away. Right to Mir McLean for the lay-in. She was the 2020 Maryland Gatorade Player of the Year.
Yeah, and at the right place at the right time there to intercept that pass.
She's a sophomore, and one of those sophomores I think we'll have our eye on as well to see her development. She came in as a number 25 recruit and a McDonald's All-American, a Jordan Brand All-American in 2020 for her Roland Park Country School team in Baltimore. Just over a minute left here in the third. A deep three as the band throws off the timing again. Randall with the air ball, McLean the rebound. 50 seconds to go here in the third. AZ Fudd. They get it to McLean inside, and they get it tied up. Nice play by Dilsaver for the jump ball. And the arrow favors Fort Hays State.
Coming in for the Tigers, number 13, Lauren West.
Lauren West checks in for the Tigers. 40 seconds to go here in the third. Randall showing off the ball handling skills against McLean's. Face D, and she takes it to the wing and gets the Rattler to go. Checking in for UConn, Amari DeBerry. And we get our first look at DeBerry, the number 15 recruit. A teammate of Fudd's for the gold medal team for the 2021 FIBA U19 team. Down to 3 seconds. Mule hits Ducharme. She needed to get it off, and it got blocked. Nice job by Fort Hays to D up there at the end of the free.
Outstanding defensive set there by Fort Hays State for sure.
Some good things to build upon for both teams today as we go to the fourth quarter. Our final quarter here in this exhibition. The final tune-up for both teams as they get set to kick off their seasons. 10 minutes to go from Gamble. UConn leading Fort Hays State 79-40.
UConn basketball programs will take part in the 5th annual Never Forget Tribute Classic on Saturday, December 11th at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. UConn women's basketball will face UCLA at 1 p.m. on ABC. Men's team will take on St. Bonaventure at approximately 3:30 or 4 on ESPN2. For the 5th annual year, the Never Forget Tribute Classic will support a 9/11-inspired charity. The recipient of support for the 2021 event will be unveiled in the news. Tickets on sale now at cruisecenter.com/events/Never Forget Tribute Classic. Also at the Prudential Center's box office. All right, fans, it's time for our first half-court show of the season. And the honor goes to Jenna from Groton. She's joined on the court by Juan. Okay, Jenna, we went over the rules. You can get a running start. Let's make some noise, Gamble Pavilion. Jenna, you can make it to it. The ultimate Husky Boys. Go ahead. Jenna. So tough, so tough. That's okay, Jenna. Let's just do a quick turnaround right here, Jenna. Jenna, Juan has a question for you.
We go to the fourth. UConn up 79-40 over Fort Hays State. We hit the fourth quarter here in this exhibition to start the college basketball season as Ducharme lays it in on the good look from Amari DeBerry. Right next door here on Jim Calhoun Way, one of the other great programs here at UConn, a dominant nationally dominant team, the field hockey team in the fourth quarter, trailing to Liberty right now, looking for the big comeback in the Big East Championship.
Big East final game.
Number 33.
Certainly hope Paul Caddy and his team can pull out that Big East Championship.
First team foul. Sub for the Tigers.
They have done such a great job with that program through the years.
I mean, Nancy Stevens retired last year as the winningest coach of all-time field hockey coach. She was unbelievable. Incredible program.
Tie up. Paige Becker's getting down there and
wincing in pain.
Visitors' possession.
Thankfully, it doesn't look serious.
That is such a tough balance, I have to imagine. You want them to play hard as a coaching staff always, but it's an exhibition. There are obviously much bigger goals than winning the battle here in the fourth quarter for a loose ball. That'll be a shot clock violation again on Fort Hays State. How does Gino do that? As someone who played for him and someone who knows him well, how do you balance going that hard all the time with also the big long-term goal as well?
Yeah, you just got to play hard all the time. That's it. You don't even think about it. You just play hard, and it's impressive how year after year, regardless, nice block. Regardless of what's happening, they always play hard.
Up and under move by McLean after the block. And she finishes off the good dish from Ducharme. Mira McLean on the stat sheet.
Hey, at least right prior to that, Dilsaver can at least say she blocked AZ Fudd's shot.
She did. She will be saying that, I think, 25 years from now and beyond.
If I were her, I'd be talking about it.
Ducharme gets out and alters the shot. Again, she continues to do so many good things, and she accepts this pass, crosses over in the lane, counted on the foul.
I was impressed with her balance on that play. She avoided the walk. She finished strong while getting fouled. A lot was going on. Catching it on the run that way, in traffic, not walking, finishing, get fouled, make it, go to the line for a potential three. That was a heady play by a freshman.
And after making the defensive play by altering the shot, so doing it on both ends of the floor. Yeah.
But then her coach will point out, you did all that and you missed a free throw.
Well, she'll get another chance. Another and one for Duchesne. Ducharme to the line here with another chance for a three-point play.
And it was an outstanding pass from Paige Beckers, who was so excited when the ball went in and the foul was called. She gets more a kick out of a nice assist than her own buckets.
How much time will be spent on the free throw line at practice this week?
I would think a fair amount.
Ducharme with a steal. Beckers one more pass.
Gino's clapping on the sideline. Keep moving. Don't hold it.
Ducharme a three. No good. Amari DeBerry racing over. Gino Oriema says that Amari DeBerry may be his most skilled player in many years. It's a matter of adjusting. She's catching up to the speed at this level, but very skilled.
Yeah, she is skilled. It's always harder for post players to come into college and make an impact. It's just a different game. It's more physical. It's faster. But she's got terrific hands, terrific feet, and a good understanding of the game.
She electrified this building on first night with a one-handed dunk. That one rolls out untouched. UConn basketball. Lauren West checks in for Carly Thompson. Here with 7:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Up 87-40. Gearing up for Arkansas. Meg, as we mentioned before, that's on SNY. You're back on the broadcast team again. What year is this?
It's our 10th year. Pretty hard to imagine.
Ducharme with another lay-in, 89-40 UConn. And glad to see that UConn basketball be available all throughout Connecticut and New York. With you on the call again this year for, I believe it's an 18-game package this year.
Yeah, 18 games.
Lauren West hits the three from the left wing. 89-43 UConn. Fudd misses wide right on her straightaway three. Kate Dilsaver looking for the answer. That misses. Becker's looking to run the floor. She steps on the gas on the bounce pass. Underneath for the layup by McLean. No good.
Over the back on DeBerry. Just a little too aggressive. Off the miss of McLean. Nice job by Fort Hays State being inside, getting inside position, forcing that over the back call.
Beckers goes to the bench.
I would imagine for the last time.
Mule in, meeting West in the backcourt. Paige Becker's kind of tugging at her shoulder there.
Number 3, Aaliyah Edwards for number 11.
Yeah, that was, I think, when that play in front of us when she fell and winced.
Mayor McLean to the bench. And check back in Aaliyah Edwards, who has a strong take to the cup.
How about that? Impacting the game immediately with the great strong cut to the hoop. It was a nice pass. Look at that. Put her body in between the ball and her defender, finished nicely.
Of course, she had some great experience this summer in the Tokyo Games as the youngest member of Team Canada at the Olympics.
I mean, what an experience to play for your country. Unbelievable.
Out of Kingston, Ontario. And what was great about that last basket we saw, very athletic. We know she's very athletic, but as the coaching staff says, at times maybe a little out of control getting to the rim. That time, very much in control.
So in control, great balance.
DeBerry looking to dump it underneath. That is tipped away, and the possession stays with the Huskies with about 5.5 to go here in the fourth.
Number 33, Olivia Hollenbach. For number 40, Jesse Sauer.
Hollenbach checking back in. On the inbounds play, Kristen Williams, very silky on the left wing.
Yeah, it's such a great play, going to her strong hand.
Edwards with the steal. Edwards the spin, in control. The floater is just a little short, but she crashes and hits the offensive glass to keep the possession. Mule. Back for Edwards. Now to Williams. To her right hand this time for the lay-in.
Nice job eluding the defender, slicing through there, not committing the foul. Really good body control by Kristen Williams.
Really good couple of minutes here by Edwards and Williams together. Dilsaver into the paint. Her little push shot is too strong. AZ Fudd underneath to Edwards for another basket and one.
Look at that perfect pass. I mean, when you can pass it to your post player who can just catch, step and a half to the rim, that's good offense.
These touch passes looking really good for UConn here in the exhibition. They're up 97-43 on Fort Hays with 4.5 to go in the fourth.
Thank you, sorry.
Well, we welcome you back here to Gamble Pavilion. Randy Brochu, glad to be with you today with Meg Como. And Meg, we get to see this edition of the UConn Huskies for the first time, and you expected a lot to see that you'd like, and they've delivered so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've played exceptionally well. I mean, it's the first game. There's going to be cobwebs, right? But I thought, you know, and they're playing against a Division II opponent, really good opponent in Fort Hays State, but obviously they're not on UConn's caliber. They knew that coming in. They played hard. They're well coached. They execute. But I thought, from all that we've seen from UConn, between the young players and the returning players, there's so much good to build off from here.
And the stats in a game like this can be deceptive, but 8 3-pointers. You like to see that for a team that, besides Paige Beckers last year, at times struggled from behind the arc. Everybody but Paige Becker's shot about 32%
Right.
from downtown, but 8 3-pointers in 18 attempts today. The free throw shooting maybe a little bit concerning on the negative side of things.
But that, that'll be fine eventually. But that he just needs something to complain about, right?
Well, there he is.
But
there you go.
exactly. So, Paige was the only one who shot consistently well from three-point range. She's going to have a lot of help this year, but she's also not going to have to play as much and be counted on to do as much. She had to do everything last year.
Edwards going for the steal. And she is fouled. 4:20 to go in the fourth.
And if you look at Paige Becker's numbers today, she has 7 points because she didn't need to score a lot today. She scores when she has to. She could score every time she touches the ball, but she'd rather pass. They didn't need her to score a ton today.
You've been around so many great players in this program. She's obviously one of them. Is it a little bit more difficult for the great ones to sometimes dial it up in an exhibition?
No, not for someone like her. No. Gabriel gets on the board there early.
And gets UConn to 100. They hit 3 digits. 100 to 43 UConn. Fudd pulls up. Oh, what a terrific move.
I mean, this is your home court. Maybe she's too young, but she's supposed to get that roll at home. It was halfway down and popped out.
Piaf Gabriel getting those last points for UConn, and now she's got a rebound. A sophomore out of Manchester, New Hampshire. Her family comes from South Sudan, same as a Cook on the men's team, and a Cook and his family also went to the Manchester, New Hampshire area, so very similar paths for those two to find their way to Storrs, Connecticut. Williams misses. The offensive rebound for Edwards wouldn't go also. Gabriel crashing. Mule going for the steal. Hobbs maintains it. She feeds it inside. Great drop step in to the right hand for the lay-in. An athletic basket for Olivia Hollenbeck.
Well, I like her footwork there. She just moved a little quicker, a little bit more than Gabriel. And Gabriel had the height on her. Just needed to take a couple more steps to stop her.
Hollenbeck into double figures. That's 10. AZ Fudd for 3, and it rattles out. Mule hustling all the way. Finds Fudd. And now we'll see AZ Fudd from the free throw line.
Yeah, that offensive rebound by Nika Mule is what she does. It's those scrappy hustle plays that sets her apart.
Her first, 5th on the team over the limit.
Edwards and Mule go to the bench. AZ Fudd to the line.
2 shots.
Of course, it was well documented, the big decision she had to make, so highly recruited. But she has a dog named Stewie, named after Breanna Stewart. So we had to think between her best friend going here
and what she named her dog.
And her dog named Stewie. She was meant to be a UConn Husky.
Well, players come here because they want to get better, and it's not easy to play for Chino Oriema. But he will make you the best player you can be.
The 3 is off the mark by Ernie. But Thompson has the putback. Carly Thompson, a freshman from Greenwood Village, Colorado, is into the box score. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the exhibition. Nice catch there. That passed a little bit behind Kristen Williams. Really strong hands to pull it back and drive for the layup.
Yeah, breakdown defensively for Williams to be that open. Fort Hays has not made those types of mistakes often here today.
Final 90 seconds this afternoon in Storrs. An air ball by Thompson on the attempt for 3. 11 on the shot clock. It stays with Fort Hays State. Grace Eck set to check in. She's a freshman from Ellis, Kansas.
Number 22, Grace Eck.
Head coach Tony Hobson works the subs in. Ernie inbounding. Ernie takes the three and misses. And here's Mule. Dorka Juhas inside for Gabriel, the kick out. Williams a three. It doesn't go, but an offensive rebound for Piath Gabriel. And the putback.
Terrific position by Gabriel. Good hands to come down with that ball. Look at that, and then put it back up.
Another one from a real basketball family. Her brother Wenyan played at Kentucky. Brother God plays at Monmouth currently. And her sister Karima played at DePaul, BC, and Cal State Fullerton. A well-traveled journey player in college basketball. Mule a three. Oh, that is terrific. Beautiful arc to it. And Nika Mule knocks it down. 109 on the board for UConn this afternoon as Ernie misses the three. The shot clock is off. Mule leading the fast break. Paige Becker saying, don't do it. Gabriel's like, nah, I'm in. I'm hitting 111 here. And that should just about do it.
A great all-around effort. Everyone got involved against a quality Division II opponent.
One last shot for Fort Hays State. A little bit short for Whitney Randall. And the UConn Huskies return to Campbell Pavilion and put up 111 today against Fort Hays in the exhibition to get them ready for the ultimate prize and try to get back to the Final Four for the 14th time in a row and go on a run here as the 2021-22 college basketball season begins in front of fans again for the first time in 2 years. And all just feels right with the world again.
It does. It feels right, and it's great to have the people here. The kids played well, and to score 111 points, I don't care who you're playing against. This team has a lot of scoring options, and we saw them at full strength here today.
And it was our opportunity as well to see the newest UConn Huskies, and even the sophomores who haven't played in front of a crowd before, but for the opportunity to see some of whoever the new greats are going to be. And we know, of course, AZ Fudd is so highly touted, and Caroline Ducharme as well. Those two freshmen in particular really shined today.
They did. You know, they came in, and if they were nervous, they didn't look it. You know, they came out, but they played within themselves, and they played within the framework of the offense. There's great leadership on this team, and they know their roles, and they completed them today. I thought it was a really good start for a team that we're going to see a lot of great things from this season.
And so we turn our attention to the games that count and matter the most, and it begins for real next weekend against Arkansas.
You know what? That's when it really matters. I mean, I will tell you, though, I bet you these kids are just so psyched that they had a game to play today because they're so sick of having him yell at them in practice every day just to get out and play a game in front of the crowd. You got the band, and then next Sunday it'll be different, but it'll be even more exciting for these kids, but it's just great to get the season started.
And your final thoughts now on a team that made it to the Final Four, of course, last year, and it didn't end as they wanted it to, but there is now some experience on the part of a still pretty young team, and also that feeling of unfinished business now for a few years going, with more talent coming in, making that all gel is the challenge. What do you think?
You know, they didn't have all of the pieces perfectly in place last year. You can't back your way into a national championship. Now, did they lose to a team that got hot and beat them? Yes, they did. But this year, you know, they've got more pieces to the puzzle. You know, and we learn in life through the mistakes and our failures, right? And they've learned a lot. They've had a chip on their shoulders since then. And I think that the way they trained all summer and fall, and then the season, you know, started today with this exhibition, they're a different looking team than they were last year. The pieces came in has really complemented them. And I think they'll use that fire from losing to Arizona in the national semifinal game. They'll use that all year.
Meg Como, great working with you, and I'm very much looking forward to watching your coverage this year of this team.
This was great. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And that'll do it for us from Campbell Pavilion. College basketball is back. And again, these fans leaving Storrs happy and with a lot to like from what they saw from the UConn Huskies this afternoon as they put up 111 on Fort Hays State. For Meg Como, I'm Randy Brochu. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the season, which begins for real next weekend as the UConn Huskies host Arkansas. So long, everybody, from Storrs.